Hi everyone. Here I am in self-isolation, well, as much as I can, and my family needs to eat and all. So I was thinking the other day about the whole self-isolation thing and researchers. And as many of you know, I am Eliza. I'm the founder and owner of Flish Consulting. But before that, as a private research consultant, I worked in universities for many years looking after PhD candidates and all of their training needs and everything from organising other people to run statistical workshops to running orientations myself and support workshops and productivity workshops and writing workshops and all of those sorts of things. And I was thinking, well, what can I do to help in this time? Like, obviously, my business is slowed at this time. I run a lot of in-person workshops and it's understandable. People are in isolation necessarily. But I have observed what has been happening in the world over the past few weeks, as everyone has been doing. I've looked at how people have been reacting. I've looked at the media responses. I had a previous life as a journalist many years ago for a brief period of time. And I've been thinking, at the moment I've got the news on, and I'm watching the various state premiers talk about isolating their populations and things like that. And, self-isolation is something that researchers often practice themselves by nature of their work. Research can be an isolating experience. So even more so now. And I think that research and getting the message of what you're doing out there is more important than ever. Making sure that accurate information is out in the general population, making sure that you're able to continue your research throughout this period in some form or another, may it be altered. And also, for those of you who are writing theses, wherever that may be, as I said, PhDs especially, research generally can be a really isolating experience. So how can we help people maintain productivity through this time? So I had a big think about this, and I thought up an obvious name for a project called the Pandemic PhD, which really is a project for me to get people to continue their research and offer some support out there to the research community in whatever way I can to help people continue their productivity. So through this, what I'll be doing is I'll be posting little snippets, training snippets, online videos. If people this takes off and people are interested, I might start doing Zoom meetings frequently, those sorts of things, online training, just, off my own bat, as we're all quarantined together, and hopefully help people stay motivated during these times. So I have a lot of friends who work in this area. I've had expression from a couple of them who are really interested in being involved in this project. Shari Walsh, who is from growth psychology, and she specialises in the mental health and psychological aspects of research and researchers. She is interested in coming on and talking to us about how people can stay productive during this period and stay upbeat. I really hope to get some of my ethicist friends on as well to talk about conducting your research ethically at home, how to promote research and accurate information ethically during this really difficult time. I think is going to be an important point as well, but also just getting you to sit down and write and to research and be productive during this period. How are we going to do this? So I guess I'm putting the call out there to all researchers, but especially PhD candidates and master's candidates at universities, postgraduates, graduate students, wherever you may be. How can we help? What questions do you need answered during this period? Do you need to be simply socially connected with other people while you're either in quarantine or self-isolating, wherever you may be? Do you have particular questions about, ethics, the ethics of all of this, and how you're working from home, or, maintaining your mental health, or other things in a similar way? So really, what I'm doing is hoping to create a community of researchers who want to progress their research during these difficult times, and in any way that we can, and also learn and better formulate strategies to get good research data and good research information that you are gathering out to the general public, because there's so much misinformation, and as many of you know, research communication is a great passion of mine. There's so much misinformation out there. How can researchers advocate for the research better? How can we do it better? So I'll be exploring a lot of platforms. As myself, I'm also in isolation, as I said, as much as possible. I will be, blog posting, and I will be doing little videos and interviews with some of my colleagues and friends from all over the place on various issues regarding research. And I really hope that you will join me, because research is what is going to mostly help the world and save the world from these sorts of problems, whether it be through developing your own vaccine, or developing a vaccine, for example, to figuring out better ways to communicate research to the general public, to working out better social strategies for educating the public on not panic buying and those sorts of things. So I think it's really more important than ever that we're all connected. And so really what the Pandemic PhD is about is connecting researchers with each other and helping maintain progress and maintain a positive outlook on how our research is being interpreted throughout this time, and hopefully get some better strategies for researchers to promote their research out there as well. So join me on this journey. If you have any questions, please do comment on this video. I'll be popping it up on various platforms, social media platforms, and somehow I'll figure out how to video edit, and I will put all of the links up there for you so you can see where I'm broadcasting this to. So I hope that you can join me. I hope that you will stay as well as possible. Of course, I'm at home self-isolating, and my dogs have decided to bark and run up the stairs because there's some imaginary foe they need to guard against. I might introduce you to the dogs later on. And we will continue this. We will continue this interesting journey together. So yes, please do stay well, and I hope your loved ones stay well, and that we can do some really sensible, exciting things during this very strange time. Okay, take care everyone. Bye.